Decades after Tombstone became a Western classic, Sam Elliott has finally confessed a truth fans never saw coming. 0.077 seconds. The man behind that iconic mustache and growly voice is revealing a secret about the film that even its most devoted 0.15 seconds followers missed. From behind-the-scenes tensions to a twist in his own performance, Elliott's revelation changes 0.22 seconds how we see the movie forever. What he's finally admitting will leave longtime fans stunned. He watched Val Kilmer work 0.30 seconds even on days he wasn't needed. Sam Elliott has often spoken with unmistakable admiration about Val Kilmer's transformation into Doc Holliday's 0.39 seconds in Tombstone, calling the performance so compelling that he would visit the set even on days when he wasn't scheduled to 0.46 seconds work. In anniversary interviews and archival audio pieces, Elliott recalls slipping onto the soundstage simply to watch Kilmer embody the character, pale, 0.57 seconds sickly, and razor-sharp with that languid southern drawl. For Elliott, it wasn't just good acting. It was the kind 1 minute, 5 seconds of work you don't want to miss when you're lucky enough to be nearby. Other cast members have echoed the same sentiment, describing Kilmer as a 1 minute, 14 seconds magnetic presence who elevated every scene. His meticulous preparation, 1 minute, 19 seconds studying Holliday's history, refining his accent, controlling his breathing to mimic illness, created an authenticity 1 minute, 27 seconds that impressed even seasoned actors like Elliott. Crew members have noted that when Kilmer was filming, the atmosphere 1 minute, 34 seconds shifted. The set grew quieter, more attentive, almost reverent. Elliott has said that watching Kilmer was both 1 minute, 42 seconds inspiring and humbling, a masterclass unfolding in real time. Even though their characters shared only a handful 1 minute, 50 seconds of interactions, Elliott felt drawn to the performance because it captured the tragic brilliance of Doc Holliday in a way he had never seen before. For him, 2 minutes, 1 second Kilmer's work wasn't just memorable. It was worth showing up for, even when he wasn't in the scene. Kurt Russell was deeply involved behind the camera. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. One of the most consistently reported truths from the Tombstone production is that Kurt Russell carried far more creative responsibility than his 2 minutes, 22 seconds on-screen credit reveals. Cast and crew members have repeatedly said that Russell stepped in during a turbulent 2 minutes, 29 seconds period after the original director Kevin Jarre departed early in filming. In later comments, Val Kilmer even stated that Russell essentially directed the movie, 2 minutes, 41 seconds if not in a formal sense, then certainly in the way key creative decisions were shaped on set. 2 minutes, 47 seconds. This background surfaces often in ensemble interviews where cast members, 2 minutes, 52 seconds including Sam Elliott, recall how the film found its footing during a chaotic transition. According to those who were 3 minutes there, Russell served as the stabilizing force, managing rewrites, adjusting blocking, and communicating closely with 3 minutes, 8 seconds replacement director George P. Cosmatos to keep the tone consistent. Several crew accounts describe Russell arriving 3 minutes, 16 seconds early, staying late, and working scene by scene to maintain narrative coherence. 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Elliott and other actors have noted that Russell's involvement wasn't about ego, 3 minutes, 28 seconds, but about protecting the project. The cast relied on him for clarity during days when the production could have 3 minutes, 35 seconds easily drifted off track. While Cosmatos received the official directing credit, 3 minutes, 41 seconds. Those present acknowledged that Russell's steady hand shaped the pacing, 3 minutes, 45 seconds emotional beats, and overall vision that audiences now associate with Tombstone. 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Elliott's own Western roots shaped how he approached Virgil Herb. Profiles and interviews across Sam Elliott's career 3 minutes, 59 seconds consistently highlight a key reason his portrayal of Virgil Herb in Tombstone felt so natural, his lifelong connection 4064 minutes, 6 seconds to Western material and to the history of the American Southwest. For 11.4 minutes, 11 seconds Elliott has spoken openly about familial ties to the region and about how stories of frontier life were part of the 419.4 minutes, 19 seconds cultural backdrop he grew up with. That early familiarity forged a personal affinity for Westerns, not just as a 427.4 minutes, 27 seconds genre, but as a representation of landscapes, attitudes, and moral codes he understood intuitively. For 35.4 minutes, 35 seconds interviewers often note that Elliott approaches Western roles with a kind of measured authenticity rooted in that 442.4 minutes, 42 seconds background. He has described Western storytelling as something that resonates deeply with him because of its 448.4 minutes, 48 seconds combination of hardship, dignity, and restraint. That sensibility translated directly into his portrayal of Virgil 456.4 minutes, 56 seconds Herp, which cast and crew have repeatedly described as grounded, 5015 minutes, 1 second steady, and lived in. Elliott wasn't performing an archetype. He was channeling an ethos he already valued. 5095 minutes, 9 seconds The original writer-director was replaced, but Elliott still praises the script. Although Tombstone ultimately 516.5 minutes, 16 seconds carries George P. Cosmatos as its credited director, the film's early production history was far more complicated, beginning with Kevin Jarrah, 526.5 minutes, 26 seconds The original writer-director, whose vision launched the project. Jarrah was dismissed early in the shoot, a move widely documented in production 534.5 minutes, 34 seconds histories, and later interviews with cast and crew. But despite his departure, his script remained the backbone of the 542.5 minutes, 42 seconds film, and Sam Elliott has repeatedly acknowledged that this script was the element that convinced him to join the project in the first place. Elliott has 551.5 minutes, 51 seconds praised Jarrah's writing for its sharp character work and unusually rich attention to historical atmosphere. In 558.5 minutes, 58 seconds interviews, he has noted that Jarrah delivered a narrative that felt both disciplined and emotionally grounded, offering the kind of clear, 6076 minutes, 7 seconds character-driven Western that appealed to Elliott's sensibilities. 612.6 minutes, 12 seconds Even though Jarrah struggled with the pace and logistics of directing a large-scale ensemble film, his screenplay with its 626 minutes, 20 seconds layered portrayals of the brothers, Doc Holliday, and the tensions in Tombstone remained intact enough to guide the 627.6 minutes, 27 seconds production after his exit. Cast recollections often mention that Jarrah's early influence could still be felt even once Cosmatos took over 636.6 minutes, 36 seconds day-to-day directing duties. Key character beats, the structure of the Herp family arc, and much of the dialogue that fans still quote came directly from Jarrah's original material. 647.6 minutes, 47 seconds for Elliott, this continuity mattered. 649.6 minutes, 49 seconds The script he admired survived the transition, allowing him to perform the version of Virgil Herp he had originally 656.6 minutes, 56 seconds signed on for. A former quick-draw champion trained the actors for real gun handling. Sam Elliott has noted in 704.7 minutes, for seconds retrospective discussions that one of the most valuable decisions behind Tombstone's realism was the production's 710.7 minutes, 10 seconds reliance on Reed, the renowned quick-draw specialist and multiple-time world champion. Reed was brought in 718.7 minutes, 18 seconds specifically to train the cast in authentic 19th-century firearm handling, 723.7 minutes, 23 seconds a move Elliott praised for giving the movie a level of credibility that audiences could feel immediately. Rather 737 minutes, 30 seconds than relying on stylized choreography or exaggerated cinematic flourishes, the actors were taught how to carry, draw, 739.7 minutes, 39 seconds aim, and reholster their weapons with the precision and economy of motion characteristic of the era's gunfighters. 746.7 minutes, 46 seconds According to Elliott, Reed didn't just provide technical instruction. He reshaped the physical language of the 753.7 minutes, 53 seconds characters. His training emphasized discipline, muscle memory, and practical efficiency, skills that translated 8:038 minutes, 3 seconds directly into the film's confident gun handling in its understated but convincing action beats. Actors learned 8:10:8 minutes, 10 seconds how to move as if firearms were an extension of their natural posture rather than props used only when the camera demanded it. This approach also 8:28 minutes, 20 seconds helped maintain continuity, preventing anachronistic movements that might distract knowledgeable viewers. Cast 8:27:8 minutes, 27 seconds. Members have consistently credited Reed's involvement with elevating their performances, especially in high-tension scenes where authenticity matters most. 8:36:8 minutes, 36 seconds. Elliott has said that Reed's instruction gave the film a grounded tactile quality rarely achieved in westerns of the 8:44:8 minutes, 44 seconds period. The result was a visual style that felt rooted in genuine frontier technique rather than movie-inspired 8:52:8 minutes, 52 seconds embellishment. Most of the mustaches seen on screen were grown by the actors themselves. In interviews reflecting on 8:59:8 minutes, 59 seconds the making of Tombstone, Sam Elliott has confirmed a production detail that fans still love discussing. Almost every 9:07:9 minutes, 7 seconds principal actor grew his own facial hair for the film. Elliott, known for his signature mustache, has said the cast 9:14:9 minutes, 14 seconds embraced the idea fully, wanting their appearances to feel as authentic as possible to the 1880s. 9:21:9 minutes, 21 seconds. This commitment gave the movie its unmistakable look, thick, heavy mustaches that helped ground each character in the world of frontier lawmen and outlaws. 9:33:9 minutes, 33 seconds. The lone exception, as Elliott has consistently noted, was John Tenney, who played Sheriff Bien. Tenney was obligated to remain clean-shaven for another role. 9:44:9 minutes, 44 seconds. So, the Tombstone makeup department crafted a prosthetic mustache to match the natural ones worn by the rest of the cast. It became a well-known bit of 9:53:9 minutes, 53 seconds trivia that his was the only fake facial hair among the principal players, a detail repeatedly cited in production notes and film reference materials. 10:03:10 minutes, 3 seconds. Another small but intentional aesthetic choice mentioned in reliable behind-the-scenes accounts concerns the 10:11:10 minutes, 11 seconds distinctive curled ends seen on many of the mustaches. This was not accidental. 10:16:10 minutes, 16 seconds. The costume and makeup teams worked together to shape the facial hair so it reflected the grooming trends of well-kept men of the era, particularly 10:25:10 minutes, 25 seconds. Law officers and civic figures who took pride in their appearance. Using pomade, 10:31:10 minutes, 31 seconds. Wax, and careful trimming, they crafted a style that balanced authenticity with cinematic clarity, ensuring each 10:39:10 minutes, 39 seconds character's silhouette was instantly recognizable on screen. Elliott didn't feel intimidated by a higher-budget 10:46:10 minutes, 46 seconds competitor film. During Tombstone's production, the cast was well aware that another major western was looming on the 10:53:10 minutes, 53 seconds horizon, Wyatt Earp, a big-budget prestige-driven project starring Kevin Costner and backed by a far larger studio. 11:02:11 minutes, 2 seconds campaign. Industry chatter at the time often assumed that the Costner film, 11:07:11 minutes, 7 seconds longer, more sweeping, and produced with a markedly higher budget, would eclipse Tombstone, both critically and commercially. Many observers viewed 11:16:11 minutes, 16 seconds Tombstone as the smaller, scrappier competitor, likely to be overshadowed once Wyatt Earp arrived. But Sam Elliott 11:24:11 minutes, 24 seconds later made it clear that he never shared that fear. In interviews reflecting